Okay, we got the request video here. Can you do a video about this guy? Goatis Sv3rige. Who is this guy? Let's do a bit of backtracking here. And this is the guy. This is again. This is not just anyone can slander anyone and make up BS on the internet these days. But this is an actual media article. Joe Roberts. Okay, so this is the guy who stabbed stabbed 4 students, his classmates, all right? And he didn't apologize to them. Back in 2006, 16-year-old Goatis armed himself with 2 knives and attacked classmates at a school in Latvia. All right, so this is a bit of background, all right? There's a bit of background. He doesn't acknowledge what he did. He continually denies it. There's no apologies to his victims, okay? So, yeah, sometimes people have schizophrenic moments or whatever, but the fact he pretends it never happens and he refuses to apologize to his victims, that, my friends, is very, very concerning. Showing zero remorse to your victims, it's crazy. Anyway, so that's who we're dealing with here. Welcome to the internet. Let me be your guide. He tries to debunk Natasha, my partner for the last 4 years. Natasha's just sleeping in bed still. Can you imagine though if Natasha, alright, imagine if, we'll get to the video in a sec, but imagine if Natasha was on their side and saying, yeah, veganism's bad, carbs are bad, you gotta eat pig heads and squirrel anuses. They'd be like, oh my god, Natasha, she's the goddess of, paleo, anti-veganism or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, Natasha looks absolutely fucking amazing, alright? Every time I go out riding bikes with Natasha, people stop and stare. I am invisible. People don't even notice me. They're like, oh, hey Natasha. Oh, Durianrider, hey. They notice her before they notice me. But you know what I mean? Like, the women just like look at her body. I could literally be naked, rubbed in strawberry jam, walking through the airport, and I wouldn't get noticed if Natasha was wearing certain outfits. So that's the level of physique she has. So when Goatis and all these people say, oh, she's not even pretty, she's not attractive, it's just like, man, you guys are just, you stabbed your classmates, you didn't apologize, and your subscribers don't care that you stabbed classmates and didn't apologize. Come on, man. You know what I mean? That's the sort of subscriber base that Goatis, whatever your name is, Sv3rige, let's call him Sv3rige, has, alright? There's some wacko people in, isn't it? Anyway, let's get to the video. Okay, and no hate to this guy. I got no hate. I got no malicious, I'm not like, I've seen some of his content over the years, and some of the things I would agree with, for sure. But bro, you stabbed 4 classmates. You need to go public with that and apologize to these victims, okay? Whether they accept your apology or not, you need to make a sincere public apology. Give your video a thumbs up if you agree. Alright, let's get to the video now.
I'm going to review a video by Get Fit with Natasha.
Another thing I noticed, this guy, he's like, he uses steroids, which is, okay, a lot of people use steroids these days. You can tell by his skin color and his delts, he's like got that flush and his hair's receding, etc. Not everyone gets the receding hair, it's genetic, but he's got the steroid delts, he's got the skin flush, it's steroids, alright? And that's okay, like a lot of people use steroids, I'm just saying, but he denies it, alright? If you use steroids and deny it, and you're a YouTuber, you're so insecure. Anyway, his personality, man, is so flat. It's so flat, okay? His energy is very low because he's like, sugar's bad. I feel sorry for this guy, really. I feel sorry for this dude, alright?
What I eat in a day as a skinny white vegan.
Good morning. It is winter time here in Australia. Adelaide definitely gets chilly, but it's not unbearable. It's not like America or Europe. It's currently 7 degrees Celsius, and I'm starting off my day.
This guy, man, I'm getting serial killer vibes from him. Look at his eyes. Look at this dude's eyes and look at his mouth. It's like, damn, dude.
With fruit.
It's a good thing a big ocean separates us.
Surprise, surprise. I've got red grapes.
Why does she have a jacket on?
Because it's middle of winter, you numbskull, and we don't put the heating on in our house. We wear clothing. We do a bit of exercise. We have sex. We dance. We put music on and run around or get some work done. All right. She's wearing a jacket because it's middle of winter. Okay. Our house, our place, isn't in a very, very expensive suburb. One of the most expensive suburbs in the world. I would say our suburb has the highest living quality of any western suburb in the world. Right. My little area here at East Adelaide, Beulah Park, Kensington Gardens, etc., Burnside, Toorak Gardens, has the highest quality of living. And there wouldn't be a single, in my opinion, or I should say, it would be very extremely hard to find a house on this day when it was cold that didn't have heating blasting. Okay, we didn't have the heating on. We've used it a couple of times this year. Natasha turns on a couple of times this year. I don't turn it on at all, but you know.
Inside of her house. Or do I miss something here?
Yeah, it's winter, bro, and the heating's off.
I got the last couple of bunches from Woolworths. The stems are going that yellow-brown colour. This means they're at their sweetest. But first off, I had 500.
Why do you show that exactly?
Oh, that's his best. That's his best. Bro, you're giving me laughs, man. I've just woken up, alright? I've just woken up. I'm half asleep. But you're already getting the laughs from me. My serotonin's gone up. My dopamine's gone up. So, why do you show that exactly? Because she looks freaking awesome, bro. And if you had a girlfriend like that, you'd splash her all over the internet, wouldn't you? You know? Like, oh, man. Why do you show that? It's like asking... It's like someone's driving a bit... It's like Schwarzenegger. You're in Brentwood, California, you know, and you see Schwarzenegger driving his Bugatti down the street, Sunset Boulevard, and you pull up at the traffic lights next to Schwarzenegger, and he's got his Bugatti out, he's flexing his arms, and Goatis is like, why do you show that exactly? Because he can. Because Natasha fucking can, and she should.
Also, from what I've heard, she has breast implants, but she...
No breast implants, all right? We're not against surgery, but Natasha's body, 100% full natty bra, no liposuction, no fat transfer, no Botox, no fillers, nothing, nada. The only thing that Natasha has is occasionally she wears little eyelashes extensions and she straightens her hair and sometimes a bit of mascara and maybe a little lip gloss. Other than that, and maybe a little bit of blush, but very rarely, okay? So, but no boob job, all right? This is how much this guy doesn't even know. I mean, it's a bit of a push-up corset, so lift your boobs up, but this guy's got no idea, man, all right? He's got no idea. This guy, if you think Natasha's got a boob job in this video, when there's other angles and stuff, you're like, must be still virgin. And if you have a boob job, doesn't make you a bad person. I'm just saying, Natasha, full natty bra. It's genetics, all right? She got lucky with the boob genetics.
She looks very skinny, obviously. It doesn't make sense that she has breasts when she...
Because she still has a period. She still ovulates as well, all right? And if you notice over the years, if anyone's been watching me since 2008, I don't let any of my girlfriends get six-pack abs. I mean, I've got six-pack abs. I'm ripped. I'm shredded. But I let my girlfriends get that lean. Because when you get that lean as a girl, you lose your boobs. You lose your period. You lose your bum. You lose your curves. And I don't like that look. That's just me, you know? So I'm just saying that all my girls, you know, living in my house always look amazing. They look their best, and they all have, you know, their ovulation. They have their monthly cycle. None of them skip a period ever. That's how it is, all right, at my house. We get things done right here.
She looks so emaciated, pretty much. Really kind of close to anorexic.
Meals.
Yeah, definitely. Natasha's
water.
body mass index is very lean.
Water on rising, water before meals for your best digestion and your flat.
Really, this clip has no purpose.
Schwarzenegger, you're driving your Bugatti on Sunset Boulevard. What is the purpose of this? What is the purpose of showing off your amazing body to prove that your protocols work? What is the proof? What is the point of this?
Now I'm having this Juice Guys super green smoothie. It's not really a green smoothie. They just call it.
I really gotta say, she looks bad. She has dark
She looks bad. Yeah, right.
eye circles. Her skin.
She doesn't have dark eye circles. Let's zoom in. This is first thing in the morning, by the way. All right, and I've freeze framed it on her. He's freeze framed it on a purposely crooked angle. But look how clear her eyes are. Again, she's not wearing any foundation. All right, she's wearing a little bit of lip. She's got little eyelash extensions, and there you go. That's it. Right, there's no foundation on here. We don't use foundation at my house because foundation can give you acne, and so there you go. All right. The closest thing would get maybe sunscreen, a bit of bronzer in there in the summertime, but other than that, I don't even recommend that. So, there you go. And Natasha used to have a face full of acne before she moved with me. She had a very fiery skin. We'll try and get a before and after clip of that.
Skin is completely messed up. As we saw, she is very skinny. A woman should...
And you look how red he looks here, all right? That's testosterone. So Goatis is definitely using anabolic steroids, in my opinion, based on 25 years of being around steroids, using them myself. You see that redness? Very common side effect of steroids, which is fine. Okay, use steroids if you want, but Goatis lies about it. Goatis. No, not Goatis. Syringe lies about it.
Shouldn't be skinny anyway. A woman should always have quite a lot of body fat for her fertility, which she...
Like, you know what I mean? And so Natasha's not fertile? I disagree on that one, bro.
obviously doesn't care about.
That for marketing, it is 99% fruit, but that's why I got it, because it's got banana puree, mango puree, orange, apple, lemon.
I feel sorry for this guy. Like, you know, he could be trolling, all right? And if he's trolling, yeah, cool. But not cool. But cool. It's internet. But if he genuinely believes what he's saying, if Syringe genuinely believes what he's saying, like, this guy's really, really confused. You know, he's up top living in a battle zone, all right? And again, I feel sorry for the guy, right? Genuine sorry for the dude. Genuine empathy and compassion for this guy, all right?
It's nice and thick. And
she's promoting starvation for women, fruit for breakfast, horrible. It's actually...
But this is the guy who says fruit makes you fat, sugar makes you fat. And now he's saying Natasha promotes starvation and she's too skinny. Like, dude, which one is it, man? Like, seriously, man. Which one is it? Fruit makes you fat, sugar makes you fat. Or Natasha's too skinny, she needs to eat more than fruit and sugar. All right? Fruit makes you fat, sugar makes you fat, but you're too skinny. Eat more fat. Like, you know what I mean? The contradictions, bro. You it's so feminine. You sound like a woman, and that's okay. But women contradict themselves like that. Like, they want one thing, like the abortion stuff recently. My body, my choice. And then you ask these women, what about vaccine mandates? Your body, your choice? Oh, no. Like, everyone should get a vaccine. You should get a vaccination. It doesn't care. You know, so what happened to your body, your choice? So this is what this Goatis guy's doing, is that he's like flipping around here. He's saying sugars makes you fat, Natasha's too skinny. It's like, is it just me? Or does that sound really dumb and really contradictory? A massive contradiction.
Really dangerous. And then this drink, again, basically more fruit, water, sugar.
Added 75 grams of cane sugar. Shook it all up. Good to go.
Yeah, nice.
This is a 1 litre bottle.
It's probably for the sugar, but it's probably also because that stuff tastes terrible, which is why it's green. Green means toxic, which tastes bad.
Yes and no. Celery. I enjoy the taste of celery. Celery's green. Lettuce. I enjoy the taste of lettuce. Lettuce is green. I can eat lettuce and celery. I do eat lettuce and celery just on their own, just as little snacks. Kale, mature spinach. Nah, no thanks, not for me. So, Goatis again, greens is toxic. It's like kiwi fruit is green. You know what I mean? Celery's green, lettuce is green. They're not toxic, bro. That belief is toxic.
And I will drink the whole thing. When I drink juice, it's not just a glass. It's 1 or 2 litres. Fruit juice with added sugar is incredible for fat loss, for keeping lean and staying energized.
Could you be more narcissist?
Look. He even tilts his head to get, that's pretty good, man. Yeah, that's pretty good. Look at him. He's like, he's projecting, could you get any more narcissistic? And he's like, yeah, man, that's a nice ass. Damn, yeah. Fire, bro. Fire, yeah. This guy's hilarious, man.
Stick or...
See, he couldn't deny that one, could he?
What are you showing? Your bones or what? I don't get it.
The whole jar, 710 grams. Picked this one up at Coles. I think it was $2.50 or $3. Then taste it. I did. Wasn't sweet enough for me. Put in a bit of sugar. Whisk it up.
What is this video? Where's the actual food?
And that's it. Digest a dream, flat tongue.
Why do you show this again?
Why do you ask such stupid questions, Syringe?
Without the chocolate, without the donuts.
Oh my god.
Cakes.
He's triggered, isn't he? He's triggered. He's like, damn, this is the hottest chick on the internet. And what can I say? I can't say nothing, but I look like a fool.
White rice with veggie soup and a bit of parsley. This sunrise sushi rice.
Parsley actually causes miscarriages.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Parsley causes miscarriages. Okay, yeah, sure, bro. Sure. This. I mean, people, why do you I get maybe subscribe this guy for the train wreck entertainment. But seriously, do people believe this dude? Alright? Like, when it comes to nutrition, alright? This guy flips and flops all the time, but it's amazing. Go and read the comment section. Read the comment section, alright? Read how bitter and twisted these people are. It's like, and they're mean as well. They're not putting out any. If the truth is, the truth is, if Natasha was promoting what they promote, they'll be like, oh my god, Natasha looks amazing. Yay, look at her. She looks, oh my god, she's like an angel. She's so pretty. But because Natasha's opposing and proving their nonsense is wrong, now they go, oh, she's da 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 da. Yeah. So that's just the reality there. You know, it's sad that people are like that. You know, it's sad people are like that. I remember back in 2017, remember Tori lived with me and she started looking amazing. She just kicking ass on the bike. And when Tori got with me, a lot of people who were jealous, they started trashing her, right? People who were meant to be her friends started trashing her. And then when we split up, then they become best buddies with her all of a sudden, you know, just to try and trash at me. And, you know, like, it's just, people are weird like that, man. And we feel sorry for people like that. But yeah, Tori did amazing on the protocol. She looked her best ever. Great girl, Tori. Heart of gold. Tori has a heart of gold. Great girl. You know, but look how good she looked, you know, at my place. It's amazing. So we got the glow, everything. Yeah, it's good times. But what were we saying? Yeah, you know, like people just have their agendas. Okay, people have their agendas. Like they, it's crazy. Sad. It's sad.
And makes you infertile, which I guess is perfect for her.
Hang on. Did he say? Did he just? I don't want to put any words in anyone's mouth. Let's listen again.
Sunrise sushi rice.
Parsley actually causes miscarriages and makes you infertile, which I guess is perfect for her.
Parsley makes you infertile. Almost what he said. Rice makes you infertile. And I'm like, dude, what about India, Asia, Africa? Parsley makes you infertile. So this is the sort of guy who would say to girls, "Hey, it's okay, baby. You know, I don't need to use rubber. I'm just eating parsley. Parsley is a contraceptive." This is the sort of guy who would use the line, "We don't need to use contraception. I eat parsley." Hey, wait a sec. Before we have sex, let me eat a mouthful of parsley. Yeah, dude.
Rice is the
Hey, what are these meals?
I eat. What about?
These meals are fuel a good quality life, bro. Goatis is eating rice and stuff. He's just trolling, man.
10 bags in the cupboard. Really good stuff.
She literally just ate water and sugar the whole day, essentially, with some toxins. And now she's consuming grains, which have anti-nutrients, some fiber, toxic parsley, and just nothing.
You know, like, this is the guy who's like dissing rice, and rice fuels, like, literally rice fuels the world economy. All right. Rice fuels all the factories, the workers. Rice fuels the workers who get the world shit done. Okay. The person who built this MacBook was fueled on rice. The people who build your roads that you travel on in various parts of the world were fueled on rice and carbohydrate. Okay. Simple as that. Rice, carbs fuel the world.
She literally eats nothing all day long. This is the definition of malnutrition and starvation.
Dude, nothing is 0 calories, all right? 0 calories. Like, if you were in a court of law and you're a witness and you say, I ate nothing, but you'd eaten 2,000 calories a day, 1,500, 2,000 calories that day from sugars and fruits, but you said, I've eaten nothing, then as a witness, you're discarded. You're like, you're full of shit.
I am obsessed with canned potatoes at the moment.
Potatoes?
I literally didn't even know they existed.
Potatoes are not human food. Raw potatoes have some minerals and whatnot, but when you cook them, you're not gonna get anything out of them.
Oh my god! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this sourpuss face. Potatoes have no nutrients. There's no minerals once you cook out the minerals. Where do the minerals go? Where do the minerals go? All right. So if we test these potatoes, they don't have any copper, iron, magnesium, manganese. They don't have any iron and potassium and sodium in there. Yes, they do. All right. So when you say no minerals, it has to mean 0 minerals, bro. All right. These sound bites you use, bro. Like you know what I mean? Anyone who follows your nutrition advice or you for nutrition is a joker.
They have vitamin C, but when you cook them, again, nothing. And you need vitamin C when you are consuming carbohydrates.
Everyone needs vitamin C, bro. And that's where the fruit comes in, okay? Fruit. But you said before you eat nothing. Vitamin C in the fruit, bro. And the vegetables. And the parsley has vitamin C in it.
Or sugar. It's good if you consume fruit in a way because you at least get some vitamin C. If you can...
Oh, so you contradict yourself. You get no vitamin C. Or you eat fruit. Okay, so it's like...
Consume so much sugar. It's a tiny bit better, but this is, again, just fiber and sugar.
Fiber, sugar, and minerals.
So the ones from Woolies don't have any salts.
She doesn't even try to get any micronutrients.
Micronutrients! Dude, like there's fruit and there's juice and then there's potatoes and there's starches and parsley and vegetables. But you say no micronutrients. Like, this guy's, you know what I mean?
Inside of her.
Some salt.
It's just an eating disorder.
People with eating disorders don't smash in sugar as much sugar as they want. People with eating disorders don't eat as much as they want. People with eating disorders restrict their overall daily calories. Fact. People with eating disorders do calories in, calories out. People with eating disorders, they try and calculate how many calories they've eaten that day and how many calories they've burnt that day, and they try and be in a little deficit. Calories in, calories out. Eat less, move more. Make sure you're in a deficit, 100, 200, 700 calories a day. Like, no one can calculate how many calories a day you need, absorb, or burn. Nobody can do that. So when everyone says calculate your macros, calculate your calories, I mean, you can roughly calculate your macros, maybe. But even then, food varies all the time. Like, how much is in these potatoes? We don't know. Or read the sign of the can. I mean, we know potatoes are super low fat. That's one thing we know. We know potatoes will give you some carbohydrate. How much? We don't really fully know because every batch of potatoes will be different. Different sunshine, different soil, different size potato, different species of potato. It'll always vary. So you can't say, well, I've had 780 grams of carbs this day because I punched in the chronometer and that's what it said. And you can't say that. With fat, we can skip the oil, we can skip the avocados, nuts and seeds and animal products, etc. And then we can sort of roughly say we eat around 10 grams of fat a day. All right, we can sort of predict that, but we can't predict how much fat we absorb. We can't predict how much fat we burn. All right, we can't. Okay, no one can do that unless you're strapped to an exercise bike and you've got a VO2 max pipe in your mouth and you're recording it. Even then it's going to vary, all right, based on your hormones, your insulin sensitivity, things like that, okay? How you process and absorb and store fat will be different from person to person based on a lot of factors, including your hormones, your thyroid levels, estrogen, testosterone, pregnenolone, DHT levels, etc., okay? All these, how much sleep you had that night, your stress level, cortisol levels, adrenaline levels, all these things play a role in how much fat you're going to wear on your body, how much fluid you're going to retain. So these guys with eating disorders and girls with eating disorders, these people with eating disorders, they focus on calories in, calories out. Me and Natasha, we don't do that. Nobody, no woman living in my house, all right, as a girlfriend of mine, does calories in, calories out. If they did, they would be out the front door in the first week, second week by max. I had one girl stay with me for a few weeks there. She was a great person, from England, but she was just too much into the calories in, calories out. And I'm just like, I can't, no, this isn't going to work. And I sent her back home. Otherwise, great girl, but I just couldn't be around that. You know? I just can't be around this calories in, calories out bullshit. Like, it just tires me. I mean, you know, like, I'm not going to hate a person because they do it, but I'm not going to live with someone who's doing calories in, calories out. Because it's like, it's nutty. It's fucking nutty. Okay? Eat low fat, good to go.
Something to taste. I can't even see how much I'm
Yeah, because they don't taste well. But then again, you say you're so addicted.
Potatoes taste fine on their own. Like baked potatoes, they taste great on their own. But to eat enough, to eat more, adding some salt or adding some sugar to your starches helps you eat more. Okay? So we're all about eating more so we can get more done and have more sex, better sex, and have more productivity in the day. Okay? It's very, very hard to eat enough carbohydrate. And nobody's going to tell you that. Because most people think it's the exact opposite. Well, you've got to restrict your carbs. And that's why most people out there have depression. Do you think when Syringe stabbed his 4 classmates that he was pumped up full of carbohydrates and sugar? I guarantee you his cortisol was super high from insufficient sugar. I guarantee you that. I guarantee he didn't just have a big bag of gummy bears beforehand. If he did, he wouldn't have stabbed his classmates. I guarantee you his cortisol was elevated from sugar deficiency, glucose exhaustion in the moment, where he's just going crazy and having a psychosis moment. I guarantee you that. Okay? The system wants you to fear sugar. They want you to fear carbohydrate calories. And they want you to think fat's good. Okay? Well, fat's good if you want to be obese and have extra heart disease. Otherwise, go easy on the fats.
Or whatever, canned potatoes.
This is the best.
This is a real good barbecue sauce. Super, super sweet. And it helps you get more carbs in.
Best barbecue sauce.
When you add salt to potatoes, it simply means that you want a savory, animal-based meal. That's literally all.
That's not true at all, bro. Then why do people add salt to their bacon? Why do people add salt to salami? Why do people add Smokin' Jones smoky garlic barbecue sauce to their meat? Who eats meat just on its own? All right. When people are eating tuna, sushi, sashimi, do they eat it on its own? No. They use soy sauce. They use fish sauce. They use wasabi, horseradish. All right. No human, except for this Syringe guy who stabbed 4 classmates in Latvia back in the day, eats meat raw as on its own, unless he's going to a vegan event trying to be a douche and get some attention the wrong way, and then he eats some stuff. But look, when he's eating that raw meat or whatever, he doesn't look like he's just enjoying it. He's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, you know, realize real lies. So when you say that, oh, you're just craving some meat, that's why you add salt to your food, that's just a way to get extra carbs in, bro. You know what I mean? Like, even when I was eating meat back in the day, I would add soy sauce to my tuna. I would add barbecue sauce to my burgers at McDonald's. You know, I remember one time the burger came back with no sauce on it. I was like, oh, something tastes different. And I took it back and I put the sauce on there. All right? The Big Mac special sauce. Okay? Who goes to McDonald's and says, can I please have the bun, the patty, and the cheese, but no ketchup? No sauce. Who really does that? I might do it because, the ketchup's got sugar in it. It's going to make me fat. You know? A 400-pound person might say, I'll skip the ketchup, please. But they would prefer to have the ketchup on there. Okay? So, we just craving savory of meat. Then how come people who eat meat add salt and sauces to their meat? Just like we add it to our starches. Interesting, isn't it, boy?
All that it means.
Sauce I have ever had. Got it.
Okay, and then she adds that. How much more obvious can you make it?
How much more obvious can you make it, Syringe, that you have no idea about nutrition? You're lost, bro. All right, you're lost when it comes to nutrition. You are lost. Okay, I'm sure you know Latvia well, but you don't know much about nutrition, my friend. You are lost.
15 cents, and I'll just put a bit on.
Why don't you just eat what you want to eat?
Natasha does that. Look what she's eating.
Just a big steak.
30 seconds.
Literally, that's what you're showing to your...
Well, dude, you eat a big steak, but you still eat your carbs. So what are you on about? You know? What are you on about? How come all these keto eaters out there, you know, like you claim you just eat meat, but now we know you eat starches and fruits and honey and sugar? How come people like Joe Rogan love their pizza, love their pasta, love their bread, that just eat meat and you won't crave anything else? Huh? How is that? I don't crave steak. I've eaten a steak since 1990, maybe 1997, 1998. All right. Even if you found a dead cow on the side of the road, all right, that died of natural causes, and you cook up steak for me, I'm like, that's not appealing to me at all. So even if you had some karmically, sufficient piece of steak, I wouldn't eat it. No thanks, man. It doesn't appeal to me anymore. And that's not because I'm a vegan. It's just it doesn't appeal to me.
Viewers right now, I want some steak.
And now a Big Mac though, a Big Mac would be appealing because it's a burger. But I have my veggie burgers. I don't crave a Big Mac because I want meat. I crave a burger because I feel like a burger. Okay, and I have a burger here and there. Veggie burger. So it's just. But when I see a cow, I don't want to bite its ass. Okay. Maybe you do, Syringe. Maybe you want to shank it, but not me.
More salt and sauce because they definitely needed it. They are very bland without anything, as you can probably imagine.
Surprise.
Really easy to.
They're very bland but edible. I bet definitely eating potatoes on their own, but I often do that, just have them on their own, and then when I fill up on them to get extra potatoes in, extra rice, I'll add the starches, the sugars, the salties.
You jazz them up, and they taste really good. But
you just said they taste bland. How do they taste really good?
Because once you add the condiments to them, they taste really good. Natasha does eat these potatoes plain as well, all right? And then when she's had a feel, she adds it in. But again, we're trying to appeal to an audience here, and most people are like, oh, potatoes, oh, sauce, oh, like, and then they wonder why they don't have a hot body like Natasha, and they wonder why they think they can eat burritos and burgers, and when they're fat and get slim, it's not how it works. When you're slim, you can eat burgers and burritos, okay? But when you're fat, and there's nothing wrong with being fat, okay? If you're happy where you're at, that's fine, okay? But if you're fat and you want to get slim, don't eat any burgers, don't eat any burritos, any crisps, any fatty foods until you're your goal weight, okay? Until you're at your goal body fat level. No burgers, no burritos, no chips, no fried foods for you, okay? If you want to be your slim self, you can't eat those things. Well, it's calories in, calories out. No, it doesn't work that way. If you do calories in, calories out, you just stuff your thyroid, and you never achieve your goals. You might get there for a few weeks, but then you'll rebound back. You'll be yo-yoing again. My protocol works the best in the world. Nothing comes close. Nothing comes close. Look at all my girlfriends who live with me. Okay, they've got different genetics. Some of them have fat parents, some of them have thin parents, but they all look amazing. They all look slim, and they all have bodies that other women want to obtain. My protocol works. Nothing else works like that.
Is bland very good? No.
Seed buns toasted under the grill. Bit of a sauce situation.
Absolutely horrible looking bread.
Bro, you eat this stuff, man. You eat this stuff. You do. You're just trying to be like, look at you. You're like, this guy wants to eat the bread just like he's like, oh, Natasha doesn't look good. Like, dude, we know you don't speak truth. You're like, Natasha doesn't even look good. You know what I mean? As you tilt you, oh, she doesn't even look good. Like, we don't trust what comes out of your mouth, bro, because you've obviously a liar by your contradictions in this video, okay? So when you say it doesn't even look good, we don't know if you really mean that or you're just projecting or just bullshitting, okay? You're too feminine, all right? Say what you really mean, bro, all right? Say what you really mean versus what's popular to the audience. That's why my audience respects what I got to say, because I say what I fucking mean. All right? I don't like PC it down and bullshit people when it comes to health and fitness and bike and cycling and running tips and steroids. I'll tell you the fucking truth, whether you hate me for it or not. I'm telling you the truth because I'm here to help. I'm not here to be popular. I'm not here to be fake, okay? I'm not here to make millions off noobs, okay? I don't care about material stuff that much. I'm here to help people and tell you the truth when it comes to living your best life quality. All right? If someone comes up to me and says, do I look fat in stress? Maybe I'll lie and say, no, you don't, look fine. Because that's, But if you're like fat and you're like, I look fat in stress, Harley, what should I do? I'm like, okay, you asking me for the truth now? I'm going to tell you the fucking truth. All right? I won't say look fat in your dress, but if you ask me how to lose the fat so the dress doesn't look so fatty, then I'll tell you, okay?
Disgusting.
Flying Goose Sriracha Mayo. This has 19 grams of fat per 100 grams. So a lot less than standard mayo, which is anywhere from 60 to 85 from what I've seen. But
Mayo really doesn't even have fat nowadays.
Yes, it does, bro. It's got oil and dairy and egg and stuff. You know what I mean? Look, mayo doesn't even have fat nowadays. All right? It does, bro. Unless it's like a vegan 97% fat-free one.
It says plant oils.
Oils, did he just say plant oils aren't fat? You know what I mean? This dude's like, does he literally believe what he's saying? Or is he just trying to bait me? Because it's worked. He's definitely baited me.
if you're fat and you want to lose fat, you only have this mayo. The Praise 99% fat-free.
That's a pretty good mayo, that one. The Praise one.
And you mix your sriracha into this. Sliced tomato, cos lettuce,
Tomato.
veggies.
Look at that. He's like being so smug. Sliced tomato. Bro, that's what you did to your classmates. You sliced them like tomatoes. Public apology, Syringe. Public apology.
Bird's eye chicken style strips. These have.
There we go. The meat cravings. Of course. We already saw it before. Now it's even more obvious.
3 grams.
It's not a meat craving. It's just like something textual with the meal. Again, this isn't a typical meal for Natasha. This is like showing people what they can eat. Okay? We're giving some meal examples.
Of fat per 100. So I'm just going to lay it.
Like if Natasha was overweight, she wouldn't eat those things. Okay? Because she's so slim, she can afford to eat those things. I eat those things as well. So it's like... But again, if I was becoming a professional cyclist, or if I wanted to run my fastest, if I wanted to get back down to 60 kilos, I wouldn't eat those proteiny thingies, and I wouldn't use steroids either. I'd be using just rice, sugar, and fruit, corn. Okay, rice, sugar, fruit, corn, maybe a bit of quinoa. I wouldn't have any oats. I would just be eating as little fat and as little protein as possible, and it would cut weight dramatically. Okay, so we're just giving some people some options here. How about Syringe, jump on live debate? I know you've blocked me on your YouTube because you don't like my honest comments. How about do a live debate? All right, let's do a live debate. I know you never will. I know you never will debate me. None of you clowns ever will debate me because you know that you'll lose on a live debate. Nobody who critiques my advice has stepped up and said, live debate now. Actually, one guy did. Bart K did, but he'll never do it again. But kudos to him for stepping up. All right, so Bart K was the only person. But I don't really think he knew who I was, But now he does, and he's like. So, but I mean, to people who like know me and have critiqued me or Natasha or someone, how come they don't live debate? How come they don't do that? All right? None of them ever do a live debate. Ever. So, Syringe, maybe you can be the first.
This all up. And also,
Did she learn all of this garbage from Durianrider or?
Yes. Natasha's been doing my protocols since she was 15. So 7 years? Hang on, 9 years now. Damn, she's 24. So time goes fast.
What is this fear of fat?
got the giant cola bottles. These are a gelatin-free lolly.
It's not a fear of fat. You can see Natasha's eating this fatty mayonnaise. She's eating these sort of fatty little veggie nugget soy things here. Okay, so Natasha doesn't fear the fat. She just keeps her fat. She eats more fatty foods off camera, here and there, just to retain body fat. Because otherwise, if she just did full on my protocols, she's about 56 kilos now. She'd probably be about 50 kilo. All right, she'd be about 50 kilo, and she's 5'10", aka 178 centimeters. Okay, I don't even do my protocols. If I was doing my protocols, I wouldn't be using steroids. I wouldn't be eating fatty foods. I wouldn't be eating 100 grams plus of protein a day. Our protocols are primarily for people who want to lose weight. Right? If you want to lose weight, do our protocols. If you want to gain weight because you're anorexic, then yeah, our protocols will work. Okay, you'll gain weight, but you won't get fat like a lot of anorexics do because they get the full rebound weight gain going on. But if you're, if you're already lean, then doing our protocols is going to make you too lean. But it depends where you are. So it's context. But 99% of our audience wants to lose weight. So that's what we angle our videos for. All right, that's the advice we give. Okay.
From the Coles.
But if you're already slim like we are, then to maintain that body fat and not get too low, you're going to need to eat more fat. Otherwise, you're not replacing the fat you burn off every day, every week, every month.
Boop and whey. And there we go. This is before.
It looks really bad.
It looks good, bro. It's like a little homemade burger that doesn't cost $20. Why do vegan burgers cost so much in these restaurants? It's just a sham. These burgers, what they cost? $1 something? $1.50 to make at home?
Incredibly unappetizing.
Look at it as he closes his mouth to hide the drool. Oh, I love a burger. I love a burger. Everyone loves a frickin' burger, man. Everyone loves a burger, right? And people who don't like burgers are lying.
Really the worst sandwich or whatever that was I've ever seen.
Corn pasta.
The worst sandwich I've ever seen, bro. You're just tripping, mate. You're tripping.
They remind me so much of chicken twisties.
Of course she has a cat.
Flavor.
The cat. Dude, you would eat the cat, man, alright? You'd literally probably eat the cat live, raw. That's how cracked out you are, man.
Is spot on.
Her brain is probably already infected.
Foodland.
It's infected with my DNA.
3.8 grams of fat per bag.
Oh, okay. That was the whole video. A short video.
Let's listen to what he's got to say and then we'll debunk it further.
Promoting infertility, starvation, malnutrition for probably a lot of female viewers.
Don't worry, we don't have to use contraception because I'm a vegan. Yeah, sure, that's going to work.
What an inspiration. Plants already don't have over 15 micronutrients, but she didn't even try to eat well whatsoever. It was just complete garbage.
And it just goes to show that the nutrition myths that you believe, like Natasha would flog you, bro. Flog you in a running race, climbing a tree, like doing natural stuff, If you're at the bottom of a mountain and there's a race to the top from a tsunami, Natasha's going to beat you to the top of the mountain. Simple as that. Right? You're going to lose. Right? The tsunami will take you take you down out to the ocean. Okay. I mean, everyone knows I'm way fitter than you, but let's use the girl Natasha. Like, even with all the steroids you take, Natasha is still fitter than you. All right. Sure, no doubt your one rep bench press is going to be a lot higher than Natasha's. But who cares about that in nature? All right? If you're trying to use the argument of natural health, natural performance, okay, but you use steroids, which is ironic, and you're talking about natural. So, you know what I mean? But even on your steroids and your heavy meat diet with calorie restriction as well, because you got an eating disorder, which is unfortunate, your fitness is still poor. So in nature, the tsunami would wash her out. Anyway, let's look at this, and let's listen to what else he's got to say.
All day long. Really just water and sugar for the most part at first.
And fruit.
At least. And then a lot of the meat cravings came because, of course, she's starving all day long. But the starvation...
Starving. Sugar is starving now. So sugar's bad because it makes you fat. But if you eat sugar, you're starving.
It didn't stop. She still didn't eat the meat. She ate potatoes with a sauce and salt. And then she ate the worst sandwich I've ever seen in my life. She did all that she possibly could to imitate meat. The reason she does this is because she starves herself all day long. And as I said...
Starves on sugar all day long. So remember, people, sugar makes you fat, says Syringe. But sugar is also starvation. All right? If you eat sugar, you're going to starve yourself. And if you eat sugar, you're going to be obese. So starved obese. Yeah. When I think of starvation, when you type starvation victim into YouTube, into Google, you don't get obese people. People say, oh, but these obese people are starving. No, they're freaking not, man. All right? Maybe they're starving for some sugar and they have a bucket of Ben and Jerry's, and they get like 100 grams of fat just to get 100 grams of sugar in. But they're not starving. The definition of starvation, is emaciation, okay?
Said plants don't have over 50 nutrients.
So saying sugar will make you starved, I mean, I guess sugar makes it look like you're in starvation. It makes you so lean.
And meat has every nutrient, so of course her body craves.
Meat has every nutrient her body craves. Really? Meat has sugar in it, does it? Really? Okay. What nutrients do we need from meat that we don't get from plants or our body makes? Zero. Okay? Zero. If meat gives you everything you need, how come Joe Rogan injects testosterone? Okay? How come you inject testosterone, Goatis, and lie about it? Right? If meat gives you everything you need, how come Joe Rogan needs caffeine and testosterone and LSD and he craves pizza and pasta and stuff like that, and he thinks and he thinks carbs are bad? Like, it's just, you guys are just contradict what you're saying. Let's get back to this one here, though. What are you saying?
Meat, because it wants those nutrients. It makes perfect sense.
No, that's not. People eat meat for many reasons. One, hunger. All right, if you're hungry enough, you go back to the foods you got raised on as a kid. Okay, if you're hungry enough, you'll generally do that. So, if you're really craving meat, it's generally you're not eating enough carbohydrate, and you're going to go back to a heavy, dense food, which is mostly meat. All right. Notice when people really break veganism or whatever, they generally go for like steak. That's what they really end up at, like a hardcore craving. Because if just salmon, like the light meats, like, let's just use tuna. Tuna's very low fat. Tuna doesn't hit the spot, does it? If you have a diehard meat eater, like one of those obese 400-pound people, and they're like, I need a steak. I'm craving a steak. I need nutrients from a steak. It's like, dude, you're 400 pounds. A big tin of tuna is not going to crave satisfy that, is it? Okay. So if meat gave you all the nutrients you need, then why do people who eat tuna still not be satisfied with that? Why would they crave a steak? Why? Because generally the steak is fatty, and the steak is served with chips, and it's generally served with barbecue sauce and sugars, and you have a Coke with it, and generally a sweet drink with it. Okay. Traditional steak dinner. You go to a restaurant, back in the day, that's what you had. Mashed potato, chips, a Coke or a sweet drink, okay? Pumpkin, roast potatoes, etc. All right, a steak dinner back in the day. Now, with all this carb phobia, it's changed, but that's what people were raised on. That's what I was raised on back in the day. A steak dinner. I'd go with my friends to a restaurant, and we have like schnitzel night or whatever, and it's the chips and the sweet drink, If you didn't have the chips and didn't have the sweet drink, and you're sitting there eating steak, you'd be like, with no sauce, you'd be like, this is weird. This is not satisfying. That's why you always have to have carbohydrate. That's why people have to have carbohydrate with their steak. Otherwise, I won't be satisfied. Okay, I can have my dinner of rice. I can have fruit for dinner and be totally satisfied as long as it's enough fruit and good quality fruit. I can have rice and beans for dinner. Be totally satisfied with that. Okay, but I can't eat a steak for dinner and be satisfied. Even before, back in the day, when I didn't know what vegan was and I had no thought of that at all, it wouldn't be satisfying. I could eat tofu steak, and it's not going to satisfy me for dinner, okay? You need carbohydrate. That's why all the keto people eating steak all day feel absolutely crap, and they crave carbs constantly, okay, if they're being honest. Anyway, let's get to the last bit.
She's just completely ignoring her cravings. Why does she do that? Why does she not follow her instinct and eat what she wants to eat?
She does eat what she wants to eat, bro. Remember, this is for the video here, all right? We're giving people some options.
Which was chicken, for example, obviously.
Well, Natasha's dad has chickens, okay? And Natasha sees the chickens and we patted them, all right? She didn't eat them, okay? Now, you would eat chicken with a knife because that's the sort of person you are, okay? So again, maybe if you're, a psycho stabber, you need meat. But for everyone else, anyway, let's get to the last debunking here. Plants don't have vitamin A. They have beta carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A. All right. So if any of this was true, then I'd be dead by now after 21 years vegan. Okay. So vitamin A, plants.
Crazy. Thanks for watching.
vitamin A, plants, beta carotene, your body converts it. B6 is in your plant foods. B12 your body makes. All right. If this guy tries to pretend if you eat meat you'll get enough B12, then why do all the meat-eating UFC athletes and cyclists have known or read about take B12 injections? You know, why is the only remedy for B12 deficiency injections? Okay, the only proven remedy that it works 100% of the time. Okay, B12 injections. If you're a doctor and someone says I'm B12 deficient and the blood tests show that, and you say just eat more meat, you're gonna get sued because that won't reverse. Eating meat won't reverse B12 deficiency. Vitamin D, sunshine. Vitamin F from the plants, the body makes it. Vitamin K2, soy, natto is the highest source of K2. Your body makes that. Amino acids, creatine, your body makes. Carnitine, your body makes. Carnosine, taurine, all these things. Heme iron, you don't need heme iron. Q10, body makes. Cholesterol, body makes. CLA, you know, debatable, etc. You know, this guy, you know, vitamin F, it's found in plant foods. All right, so this guy's literally says plants don't have vitamin F, they don't have K2. Okay. You know, he's trying to point out like if you don't eat meat, then you'll have all these issues. But how come Joe Rogan and Eric Berg, they sell or recommend most of these supplements and they're anti-vegans? Okay, so the anti-vegans are using and selling these supplements. Joe Rogan uses creatine, carnosine. They use all this shit, all right? How come all the swimmers who use EPO and testosterone are doing iron injections? How many of them are vegan? Not many of them. Hardly any, maybe. They eat meat. How come they're doing iron injections? Oh, that's right, because the EPO works better. So this is where people just go, oh, that's not true, that's not true. Like, in today's world, you can seek, what's the word? You can be a true seeker, or you can be a gullible fool. There's a lot of people out there who are going to lie to your face to keep your fairy tale world intact. So you pay them money and you give them praise. Okay? That's not me. I'm here to destroy the illusions, shatter those illusions, and tell you the truth when it comes to nutrition and your health. Okay? I'm going to tell you the absolute truth. Simple as that. Anyway, that's the deal. So wrap it up. This guy's got no clue on nutrition. He, in my opinion, he lives in a miserable world in his head, as evidenced by his fear of overall calories and the fact that he stabbed his classmates and refuses to publicly acknowledge that and refuses to publicly apologize to his victims. You know, you just feel sorry for this guy, man. So if that's the sort of person you want to use as a nutrition guru, up to you. But for me, when I see this guy, I just see a guy who's using steroids, you know, lying about it. He's stabbed people in the past. He pretends it never happened, you know, and he calls people narcissists. But bro, using steroids and lying about it, you know, we can see in your receding hairline and your redness in your face that your hemoglobins are quite high, you know, and your DHT is quite high, okay? And you're a pretty young guy, you know. So to lose your hair at your age, you know, I mean, it happens to some young guys, but you're on steroids, bro. You know it, I know it, okay? But you lie about it, you know. So that's narcissism. That's insecurity, you know. Own it. If you do steroids, fine. A lot of people do it. Own it. Don't lie about it. You know, you're not an Olympic athlete. We have to lie about it for your sponsors. Just be honest, man. Stop fooling people. Stop lying to people. And I'll say it again. Publicly acknowledge what you did to those victims. All right. This really happened, bro. All right. You got charged for this. This isn't some, you know, fake Me Too claim, whatever. This happened. You know it happened. Okay. Your school teacher on Twitter acknowledged it happened. Okay. A real Twitter account from her. Okay. So just apologize, man. In public.